nice location. Well, gotta get ourselves some material.
Yep. Yeah.
Wow, this is like decades of archaeological history in pristine condition through
Hummel.
thousands of years.
Hummel's like, listen, I deliver shit. I never said I would preserve anything.
Welcome back to a brand spanking new episode of VIII, Lacrimosa of Dana. Yes. In the last episode, we got Hummel Trabaldo. And this part, I'm going to get familiar with his play style. I like it. It's a lot of ranged attacks, but there's something very satisfying about taking that first shot and then shanking them with a bayonet.
Now, were you watching when I was in here? Or is this
I'm
new
familiar
to you?
with the music, but this is new.
Okay.
This is the Eroded Valley.
Well, because I know, like, when I was playing this, it was still chilly outside, so I was in the game room a lot.
Okay.
And you were in here.
Right.
And I'm deaf, so that makes sense.
Well, we're coming close to that coming full circle to where it's going to be chilly again, and you might be in the game room more often.
Yeah, so you're going to hear
I rearranged the game room a bit more. So, yes, the Eroded Valley. The gimmick here is there's these crystals that you can shatter to illuminate the area a bit, but also stun nearby enemies.
Yes.
What are the enemies? Statas, also known as
Spiders.
Ah, yes, the spider. One bite of Arachnus Deathicus will put you into a death-like sleep.
I don't know what that's from.
Megamind!
Oh.
You dare challenge Megamind.
I think I've seen Megamind Fractured. I've seen the whole thing, but not one thing.
It's a good one. I remember the previews and being like, Will Ferrell being Will Ferrell. I'm not impressed.
Yeah.
And then I saw the movie and I was just like, oh, damn. They got me. You got me, DreamWorks. But no, there's a lot of webbing platforms in this area.
Yeah.
Bridges to reach new areas. There's a very calming music. And the way I like to disrupt calm is with my gunshot. This is my boomstick!
I remember getting lost in here a little bit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, there are a couple areas that it's just like way too dark, and you can explore. You're gonna have a bad time.
Oh, yeah.
You're meant to come back here after you get the trinket.
See, I do very much enjoy how Ys does the like extended world building.
Mm-hmm.
So, kind of like in the beginning, you got to traverse through a couple different areas, and then you found the gloves.
Yep.
So then you would go back a little bit, go through, and then because you found the gloves, you open up a little bit more of the world.
Yep.
And then you have to find another item.
Metroid
and then you
design.
go back. Yeah. But it's not so open that you're like, what do I do?
Right, exactly.
Like, there is still the order that you have to go. Like, you can't, like, oh, I'm going to open up the outskirts first. Yeah. Well, no, there's still an order that you have to go
Until I
in.
get some insect repellent, I cannot pass those hives.
Yeah. So, and that's, like, to me, that's a very clear way of, like, you can't go here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the game will blatantly say, you can't go here yet.
Some gamers hate that. I am not one of them.
Yeah, I need the
like,
bluntness because since I'm bad at a lot of games, I need it to tell me, like, it's not the game. It's, like,
so long as
I'm
not going
yet.
in one direction the whole time, like a straight line.
Yeah.
Like there's a little bit of branching paths, and it's just like, you can go here. And then others, it's just like, nope, can't go here yet. So long as there's just that little bit of freedom, I don't mind. Complete freedom, I don't know. I'm not a fan.
For anyone that's ever played
sacrificed.
sports,
okay.
I know one of the biggest things that we did, and every sport that I've ever played, was we had to do suicides. I don't know if you know what that is in sports terms.
You know what? Just tell me, because I've heard it before.
So imagine this is like a football field, and these are each yard lines. I'm on a notebook right now.
Yeah.
So this is your starting point, you would have to run all the way to the edge, touch that line, come all the way back. Then you go all the way up to the next line, touch, come back, all the way up to the next line until you get until you get back to the point you started.
Okay, those are called suicides. Got
because they are rough and you want to die afterwards. That's kind of how I feel like these layers they're building.
Okay.
Because even in like the first but like the first area that you go to, you're still revisiting that all the way at the end. Mm-hmm. There's stuff that you can go back and do from the last items that you find. And I just think that's really neat without it being overwhelming.
I agree. Speaking of overwhelming, do not wake the giant toads.
Yeah, you don't, not yet. You don't want to get them
Leave
toads
them alone yet. Instead, just keep dazing the spiders. But yeah, this area is mostly just me playing with Hummel, getting familiar with Hummel.
Yeah.
I don't use that many other characters in this area.
Well, I feel like a lot of games do this, where it's like, especially if you find characters or find weapons or anything new, the next area you go to is meant for them.
Yeah. It's very similar to Miyamoto's game design, where like he would
this is
have
a safe place.
something introduced, a mechanic that you practice in a safe environment, and then from there you go into a more challenging environment to be like, okay, you got the basics, we're gonna throw this ball at you, hit it with the bat, put it into effect.
You had mentioned earlier about how we were rearranging, and I just want to share with anyone watching that has watched any of our shorts or anything about Bubka, our scared kitty. She was in the bedroom today, and I was super excited. She jumped up on the bed. We did some rearranging, so I think the bed might be a little bit easier for her to get to now, and it's also a lot lower to the ground. So I feel like she might feel safer being able to like jump off. But you were on the bed working in your planner, and then I kneeled down next to the bed to work on my planner, and Bubby was at the bottom of the bed. Wesker was sleeping next to you on the bed, and then Luna jumped up on the bed, and she actually let Bubka stay. So we were the whole family.
Yep, the whole family was on the bed.
And it was very sweet.
It was a Kodak moment.
It really was. So.
Our babies.
But yeah, I think anyone who might be struggling with like the weather changes or just feeling stagnant, rearrange your room.
Yeah. I got that tip from my therapist, and I was just like, yeah, we should probably get to doing that. It feels great.
It does.
We have the calendar up front and center. I rearranged my desks, which means we also rearranged our setup, so sorry if we sound a little awkward. It'll take a couple episodes until we snap back into it.
I don't think that we'll sound as awkward. I like sitting the way we're sitting.
Will let us know.
Yeah. Well, I like sitting the way we're sitting now because I can look out the door, and that's something I would always do when we were sitting the other way. But that means I would like have to turn away from the mic. So.
Okay. I got you. Why's it always gotta be spiders? These are interesting spiders, though. Their abdomens are shaped like flower bulbs.
Well, I think they spew from their back.
Yeah, they spew darkness instead of
their
poison.
Butt.
Like, you can get blinded by the darkness that they spew. So I'm sure I've told this story before. Uh-oh. Emergency! We got a raid coming. Now, I'm sure I've told this story before, but I swear, when I was in high school, I thought the words were wrapped up like a douche.
A lot of people did.
It's revved up like a deuce.
Yeah. No, a lot of people thought he was saying douche.
Revved up like a douche. I'm like, huh?
Where, like, most people also took that as, like, an annoying person. So, like, where, you call an annoying person a douche. And then there was just, like, me and my sister that were like, ew. Thinking of, like, what a douche actually is. And I was like, oh. Gross.
Look, girl, you're taking some bold new steps.
Oh, yeah, we got Bubka butt on the computer screen.
Okay. Well, While you do that, we're going to go start our next raid. So back to Castaway Village. We're going to all prep up and get ready for another raid battle.
I don't want to look at the butt, but it's my butt.
First things first, head on over to Kathleen. Let's
How can I help you
enhance.
today? Is that it?
Do I want armor?
How can I
Let's
help
just
you
go right to
today?
enhancing our
I'll get
weapons.
started.
Be careful, baby, because if you knock that off, you're going to get yeeted out a window.
Please,
Yeah, that's no good.
leave it to me.
Okay.
There you go.
It almost
Alright,
makes me
finished.
wonder if, like,
Leave it to me.
if we got a little cat bed, if she'd use it.
All right, finished.
She would.
I'll get
I don't know about
started.
Lou. Like, maybe. I think Lou would use it if she saw Bubka using it.
Yeah.
Be like,
Well, Luna has never used a cat bed because, like, I had one and Milo loved it.
aw.
He was too big for it and his whole body spilled over the sides. But
Is that it?
because I originally bought it for Luna when she was a kitten,
I got you.
and Milo was just like, "Ooh, mine now."
We got the thick hides for Allison. So there we go. She's going to make us. Da 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 da. Loading. Hold on. She's going to make us. A gold cape. Yeah, and I'll equip that for some good stats. Good job.
No.
Now, can you find her husband by this point, or
I don't think so, not yet.
because I'm curious if this side quest would have resulted differently if I would have found her husband then given her the thick hides.
No,
No? Okay.
I don't think you can find him yet.
All right.
Um,
I'm just curious if, like, depending on what time you finish
I'm pretty
the side
sure
quest.
that there's an event that happens with Allison before you find the husband.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna give extra gain as HP lowers.
Something that just brings me joy, and I do this in every facet: video games, movies, TV shows. I just can't help it. I've always done it. Could you imagine what these people would look like if it were like a real situation and not an aesthetic video game? So, like, Adol gave her thick hides, and she gave him a cape.
Yes.
Imagine what the cape would look like. She doesn't have needle and thread or anything like that, so she would have to, like, improvise. Like, it would probably be super janky. So, like, imagine what all of these characters would look like with all the shit, like, hanging off of them as they, like, collect new things.
You mean like the wolf pelts and all that hanging off them?
I feel like
gotcha.
they would look like the goblins from Labyrinth. With David Bowie. Like the garbage goblins.
I got you. There's a visual.
And I do that all the time too, because I did that with Supernatural, thinking like Sam and Dean would have mad scars, and like they would be so disfigured from all the fights that they've been in, and like
Exactly, but
You know-
really they're like Tarzan, to where it's just like
Yeah.
they get scratched by the leopard, and,
And
the
then
next
it
thing is
just-
just like,
it's
where'd the
magically
scratch
healed.
go? Not a
but
scar, nothing.
there's never any like the only scars that show on them are like purposeful to the story.
Yeah.
But it's like, I got shot in the neck, and then like the next scene they're fine. There's like there's no wound. They like it's just really bizarre. So in my brain I'm like, what would they actually look like?
Could you imagine these characters like rolling and spinning around with like wolf pelts?
That's what I'm saying.
Flapping
And
about.
it's not even just that, like, because they're picking up bones, they're picking up shells, they're collecting plants. So
Yup.
they would have all of these things just hanging from them.
Yes.
Not to mention, like, all of their equipment that they don't currently have equipped.
The
Like,
stuff that they have on standby. No, you make a great point.
I would just be like, I think it would be very interesting to see a game where it's like, literally everything is there, and they look like little garbage goblins.
I feel like that's way too much.
Oh no, I don't think the game would actually ever work.
You might be right. I hate these like pelican
Yeah.
seagull things.
They swoop.
They swoop and they go right for my lures.
Well, that's the point. You want them to go for the lore and not the gate.
I don't want anything to break, though.
That's why you have. I'd rather have a lore break than my gate.
I gotta get good.
Okay.
Alright.
So I think if I push that rug closer to the wall, it might prevent us from hearing his clicking all
His
the time
clickety-clacks.
between the rooms.
Okay. Well, I'm all for that.
Wesker likes his toenails a little bit longer, which means don't you laugh at me. Which means he clicks when he walks on the horse. Did you just hear him sassy?
The sassy little puppers.
But he'll switch from like sleeping in the room with us to like coming into the office and laying down and then
Laying in the hallway.
yeah, so I put a little rug in the hallway between the bedroom and the office because they're right next to each other to help so we don't hear him clicking.
Oh. Get away. Shoo, shoo. Gotta get an A rank. I want to at least get A ranks on these things.
I thought you were an S rank.
I don't have a prayer of getting an S rank.
I mean, I got S rank.
Well,
So I
well.
definitely think you can get an S rank.
First try?
Some of them, yeah.
No.
But I also fought every single monster that I passed, so I was always really, like, over-leveled.
Okay.
Have you been updating your lores? And
Not
your-
this time because I spent all of my resources on upgrading my weapons.
Okay.
So
I
next
would-
time I'll
yeah.
upgrade my lures.
I would definitely make sure you're upgrading, like, your lures and your barricades.
Mm-hmm.
Because that helps a lot, too, with getting a good
That makes sense.
score.
I just
And
want
then
to go for like A's, and then later I can,
go back.
go back when I'm at a higher level and get S's.
Because I know, like, if you keep updated on your, like, your barricades and stuff, that it increases your favor with Dogi.
Ah, okay.
Because
His
that's
approval
how,
rating goes up.
that's how you get his approval rating.
Okay.
Is by doing the, like, extra challenges and stuff.
I will keep that in mind. Hey, you get out of there. The pod's coming in swinging.
Like, what would you do if you saw, like, this giant fisherman dude with just an anchor?
Get the hell out of the way. I don't want to be anywhere near that. Imagine the backswing and the honk.
Sahad reminds me of your dad sometimes.
Sahad reminds me of my dad a lot of times.
Yeah.
Sahad was my dad in his prime.
Yeah. Oh, Sir Carlin's last. Surprise.
Yeah, surprise, surprise.
Sister Nina. There. Using the Lord.
I use the power of the Lord. Alright, time for the final wave. Come on, Sahad, let's do this.
I'll join in.
Clearing the crabs off the beach.
You don't even need a special charm.
I like the tag team we got here. Addles aerial while I'm just going. Hooah! That's a little bit of overkill for one single crab, but
Hey.
sometimes I hit that button by
You
accident.
do what you gotta do.
Hey, you know you gotta do what you gotta do. Get out of here, you damn pelican.
There is a character that you will get later that I really liked their, like, big attack because it's really good for multiple enemies.
Is this a secondary character or one of the party members you get?
One of your party members.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Right now, I'm just enjoying Hummel. Oh dear. The Guarangas. They're double teaming.
We're so shiny.
Basically, yeah, these are Tamatoas. Well, well, well. Little Maui's got the hook. Get it? I'm to
I ate my grandma.
I ate my grandma. I ate my grandma. It took a whole week.
She was I haven't watched Moana in a while.
That's usually one of the Disney movies that you cycle through.
I know. But then you, like, called me out on it, so I was like, oh, well, I have to switch it up. Like, if I can't wear headphones and I have to listen to it loud because I can't hear, like, which means you essentially have to listen to it. Mm-hmm. So I'm just like, I probably shouldn't play the same 3 movies over and over.
At least they're all movies I like. They're not my favorites.
I know, but I don't want to. I don't want to.
Like.
I don't want to kill it for you.
Yeah, don't do that.
Like,
good point. All right, final results. Let's see how we did. Now, are you racing Dogi's squad, or is Dogi's squad just like doing their own thing?
I'm not sure. I think that there is like a little bit of like a competition.
Okay.
When it comes to your points, but
Yay, I got an A. I lost one lure and one little gate.
well, is that you or is that
Or
Dogi's
fence.
team?
No, that was me. This is Dogi's team.
It was wonderful.
They get the S.
This is thanks to me.
Receive the following items. Ooh. Sweet remedy, nice. First time bonus, defense elixir, Bullfordon mucus, and iron ore. The defense elixir will come in handy. Mm-hmm. We'll be using that. Be sure to talk to Dogi afterwards,
Yes.
and you get some mangoes.
Mango.
Delicious.
What quest are you working on with him?
Building the boats.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to find the Laquita resin or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there's a blockade here, and I have enough people to destroy it. So let's do that. Back over in the Great River Valley. The Great Valley. Gonna grab ourselves some tree stars, yo. God, that movie had like 12 sequels, a television show,
What was that?
sing along, The Land Before Time,
Oh.
The Journey to the Great Valley.
Gosh. So I binge through like the Snapchat story true crime channels.
Oh, I got you.
And one of them was the little girl
Oh, God.
from Land Before
Yup.
Time.
Her voice stuck.
Oh my god, it was so sad.
Yeah, it's a tragedy.
Okay, I'm gonna start on it. Yes.
Piece of shit father.
He wasn't even like mad at her.
Thanks, everyone.
He was mad at her mom.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, that's so tragic. That poor little girl.
Ooh, spirit elixir. Nice. Oh, that's it?
You gonna go fishing?
Yeah, there's fish. Yeah, let's go fishing.
Do it. Here.
I'm gonna catch some fish. So I can give it to the giant bird that lives in our town.
Yep, give it to Squaw. Squaw!
Well, that's not.
That's
I was like, what is
That was
that?
Luna scratching. That was actually me tapping on the button.
God damn.
Because it's like mache, and as soon as that was happening, Luna was like... I was like, the timing on that was immaculate.
All right, I caught one.
Caught an Amana.
It's me.
You're an Amana.
Mama.
Alright, cool. So sometimes those blockades block like whole new areas, and other times just like a treasure chest or
Yeah.
two. But still, base max SP plus 10. Nice. I will use that. You know what? I have these as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's no reason not to use your elixirs.
Yeah, so we're gonna use those. Yeah, Hummel, we'll give him the defense. And Bestiary. You now know what item beasts drop. Oh, that's really cool.
So that'll open it in your bestiary.
No, I think it actually happens like in combat, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, see?
Oh.
Drop item. So it shows you all the items that they drop when you target them.
Okay.
That way you don't always have to look through the book. You can just be like, oh, which one's this? Aha!
Oh, that's really neat, because then it's like if they tell you like, oh, you need something, or to
Yup.
make something, you're like, oh, I need 3 more light bones. You can,
And you see an enemy, it's just like, you got him.
yeah,
Now that doesn't guarantee that I'll get it when I kill him.
yeah.
That's just a probability. But those are the kind of enemies that I want to hunt down to get those materials. So yeah, very useful. Glad I finally used it. Okay, let's head on back to the Eroded Valley. I think we did all the little stuff we can do now. Back to the main quest.
Let's go.
I tend to ping pong between the two. And I believe we have a boss fight coming up here. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Tremors, anyone? This is the burrowing blind Malice, Longbrius. It's a nasty worm of the dark.
It's wild how, like, I remember some bosses and then other ones I just don't. Like, I don't remember this boss.
You don't remember this one?
Like, I know I had to have fought it.
Oh, absolutely. Well, some bosses just leave more of an impression. Like, there's bosses from games we've already beaten, like The Last Story and Child of Light, that I go back and I'm just like, oh yeah, that was a thing.
Yeah.
Whereas other bosses, I'm just like, of course I remember. But this isn't just one worm. This is a whole nest of worms. You just gotta keep moving. Ah! Crap. Oh, shit. Roll right into that guy. Jesus, Wesker.
You guys probably won't be able to hear it by the time everything gets put in.
Yeah. You probably can't hear it on top of the...
Yeah. Or if I was playing the switch, switch,
Yeah.
switch.
The button that I hit the most is that
The
map.
map.
The button you hit the most is switch. Here we go. All right, Otto. Switch.
Yep.
Switching characters until I'm just like, honey, slow down.
And I'm like, I'm sorry. Thought I was mashing the attack button.
Likes to burrow underground and pop out to snag you. You will not have me, you vile blind Malice.
So it reminds me a little
Nice.
bit, for anybody that's watched Amphibia, like the final boss battle in Amphibia.
That's a bit of a tongue twister, isn't it? Lombrigius. Ooh, we got the big one now. So how's it similar to Amphibia? Because I only watched the Owl House. I didn't watch Amphibia. I'm familiar with
I
Amphibia.
feel like you would like Amphibia.
I might. I know Keith David voices one of the characters, so I mean, that's a plus. Oh god, oh god. It's always a bigger worm. Swerve in. Look that up while I try to dodge. Oh, okay. Cool. Why does...
I think it's the shape shape of the eyeball.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Fantastic show for anybody that's looking for a new animated series to watch. Definitely check out Amphibia and the Owl House.
Oh, definitely the Owl House. Yeah, maybe I'll give Amphibia a chance next time.
I feel like Amphibia is definitely like, if you like cottagecore,
Okay.
Amphibia. Like, if you are cottagecore aesthetic at all, please watch it and love it. And if you like kind of witchy, kind of spooky things, then like definitely Owl House.
Wild magic.
Yes. Which, I mean, I love them both. I would say they're definitely both in my top 5 faves of like animated
New
children's
shows.
cartoons.
Oh, just in general? Holy shit. Okay, cool. Alright, so we got the glowstone from those worms.
Brighter now.
So now we can illuminate dark areas.
Make it easier to explore.
So now we can actually go back to the beginning of the Eroded Valley and go into that dark area and get some secrets. But also, we can go back to the Waterfall Grotto where we
Yeah.
found the nun, whose name escapes me all of a sudden.
Nina?
Nina, yep.
Sister Nina.
Sister Nina.
Nina
We can go back to the Waterfall Grotto and see what's going on there because that area was pretty dark.
Do you think when she goes to church and they say, hello, Sister Nina,
God doesn't love you, Nina, Nina, Nina. That's cute. Hermit's Remedy. Cool.
Is it gonna make the hermit go like out in public? It's gonna cure the hermitness.
No, I believe remedies in this game are EXP boosts.
For the hermit? Could
I
you
guess
just
so.
imagine like hyper hermit like solitude?
Hyrondor.
Oh, I hate them.
This guy's like an Archaeopteryx.
They confuse.
Oh, okay. Good to know. I'm doing pretty good damage though. Compared to the flower.
Yeah.
Compared to those stupid plants. These guys aren't as bad. I can handle that. Because I'm firing my duck shot.
Yeah, I would say confuse is my least favorite
Are you sure?
of the
Oh.
like attacks that enemies do.
The status effects.
Yeah.
Okay. I still don't like poison. Because poison, just all of a sudden your numbers are just going down.
You're-
You're just like, ah, shit.
Yeah. I just hate confused because when I'm in a battle and I'm just like trying to kill the enemy, I don't always catch right away that I've been confused and that I'm going the wrong way or that I'm hurting my allies.
Oh. Okay. Because, like, paralyze is frustrating, but it's easy to know because it's
Yeah,
just
you
like, can't
just-
move!
You just stop moving.
It's just like, yep, I'm paralyzed.
You just shot the mushroom.
Yes, I did. We're going back to the entrance.
Hummel's like, I don't like mushrooms.
All those white mushrooms.
Mushrooms are just like, ah, shit.
Take them back to base, and
He could have
Toby's
just
like,
kicked us. He's
the
like,
hell is
"Oh,
this?"
is that shrapnel? How are we supposed to make a stew with shrapnel?
Yep. Just like, well, we made it work. We had to dig the shrapnel out of them, but we made the stew work.
You know, bullet fragments and spider legs. It's fine.
All right, here we go. So, fun fact, if you wake the toads in here, Loxia will scream at you. She'll be like, well, don't wake it up! So you can just see it and be like, yep, it's a big old toad, level 35.
I just love that they just sit there like, I dare you.
Nah, don't bother me. Well, they look like just very lackadaisy creatures, and then you poke them.
And then they're like,
And I think, like, the whole cave comes down.
think you're doing?
Who do you think you are?
The wise old owl. Who? You. Me?
Yeah. Oh. Alright, new location discovered.
The crag.
The Indigo Mineral Vein. I love this. So you're on this island and it's just like, wow, what a beautiful sight. A nice location. Well, gotta get ourselves some material.
Yep. Yeah.
Wow, this is like decades of archaeological history in pristine condition through
Hummel.
thousands of years.
Hummel's like, listen, I deliver shit. I never said I would preserve anything.
Yeah, got it taken care of. But yeah, that little location is what we were looking for here. Now we can head back.
So, and what's nice is the locations just, it opens up transport.
Mm-hmm.
My cabbages. I'm gonna do it every time.
Alright, Hermit's Remedy. Let's give it to Sahad, and I think he'll level up. Yeah! Level 21, alright. So Hummel's level 22, and everyone else is at level 21.
Nice.
That keeps us more balanced. That way it's not just one character carrying all the weight. Yeah, I'll take that down. Alright, let's head on back to Waterfall Grotto. That's, nope, this way. Yeah, right by the insect nest. And let's see what all the hullabaloo is about this area. Oh. Sentient mushrooms. Chromatange.
Whenever they stretch, they have like vagina mouths
Oh dear.
on their stems.
Oh,
Ooh,
whoa.
I hate the tadpoles. They sneak up on you.
So I believe in this area there's a high road and a low road. We're gonna go low first, take out all the
take the
tadpoles.
high road, I'll take the low road.
But see, the
Do you see the-
chromatanges, they have the Latica resins.
Yeah,
And that's what I need to build the boats. Do you want to see the what?
the mouth on the stem.
I'll have to look for it on the next chromatange. Right now I'm taking Archaeotas. They're coyotes. They're coyotes.
Those are weird looking coyotes.
Those are some dingoes you want to hide your cat from.
That dingo ate my baby.
Could you imagine just sitting on the porch being like, I'm going to shoot myself some coyotes, and one of these comes hopping towards you in the
I'd
middle
be
of
like,
the
I'm out.
night? Rip, rip.
They look like varmints.
Oh, cool. That had Latica resin. I didn't have to kill anything for that. Oops. Well,
Adol's like, I've unsheathed the sword.
oh, wait. I think I'm killing the enemy on the other side of the wall, too.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not a complete waste then. Blue cape, cool. I got a red cape, blue cape, and a gold cape. Keep them coming. All these accessories just dangling from my
Cape 'em coming.
cape. Them coming.
Cape 'em coming.
Yeah, they're weak to Adol's sword. Brr, 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 brr. Here he is. Oh yeah, I see it. They look like the aliens from Independence Day.
Yeah.
Just want to sucker punch and be like, "Welcome to Earth." Smack him in the head with the anchor. Welcome to the sea. All right. So that took care of all of them. I think we cleared out the bottom road. Oop, fish.
Fishy, fishy,
There's some fishies down here.
fishy, fishy.
Nothing over there. Let's see if we can get ourselves some special fish. After all, I got 40 bait.
Which is good. Ah,
Oh, I got myself a big one.
it's gotten dark.
I think it's because my glowstone is like underwater. It's submerged,
Ah,
so it's blocking out the light. And we have a mirage. No, I truly believe that fish is there.
nope.
That's
just,
a rank C fish.
Just a mirage.
Oh, there's just one little fish there. Well, so be it. What does that 39 mean? Is that just like the bait remaining?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
how much bait you have.
I thought that was like a counter of like how many fish I've caught. I was like, really, that many?
No.
Shit.
No, I think you can see how many fish you caught either when you go to the bird.
Or the books
Yeah.
in the journal.
I know it's in the journal.
Okay. This can be pretty tricky. It's doable with the glowstone, but there's a lot of narrow passageways up here, and you don't want to fall. These chromatanges, they'll knock you off if you give them the chance. That's why I like using Hummel. Just a shot from afar.
Yeah.
Blocking my path.
Not anymore.
Oop. And now I'm out of SP.
You can get it back pretty quickly, though.
Yeah, SP comes back pretty quick in this game. It just feels kind of silly when you run out of it because you're just like, oops. Can't use all my abilities for a bit. Oopsie doodles.
Where's the enemy?
It's over there. Ooh, it's guarding a treasure chest. I love this move. Becomes a Gatling gun.
Yup.
It's an automatic. Hasty Valor. So I'm going to target the enemy from afar and kill them so they're not blocking me. Oops. Not that button. No!
Ah!
Dang it.
Everybody panics. Ah!
You panic and you hit the wrong button. All right.
As Hummel
Shit.
falls from the walkways, all I can think of is, if your friends jumped off a bridge, would you? As his entire team
As
just
Adol and Sahad are just
jumps
like, well,
off behind him.
Adol would be the kind of guy that's just like, I'm not gonna let you go alone. Whereas Sahad's be like, guess we're jumping down ditches, I guess. Alrighty.
Yeah.
See? You just let loose. Just keep your finger on the trigger. And go.
Sahad, get out of the way! Meanwhile, Sahad's like, I'm hit.
Or Latika resin. Works every time.
Ooh, and you got iron ore.
No, there's a lot of good materials in this area. That's why I decided to come here now.
Well, it's also like,
Once I got the glowstone.
I mean, I pick up everything because, like, you can make so much stuff.
Yeah. Well,
And that's also your form of currency. So, like, you make stuff
Yep.
and then you trade it.
I think I said this early on, like, this is the start of a new session. So
Yeah.
all the tips and stuff, that's me
Are gonna
starting to
start,
implement them.
yeah.
And look, a new location. The
Let's
Milky
shoot
White
it.
Vein.
What a beautiful view.
We don't need any of these little ones, do we?
All the stalactites. Cool. And that is the Waterfall Grotto. Another nice little location to discover, and
Yes.
plenty of beautiful materials to collect. Alrighty. So let's see what else we can do.
I just think it looks so pretty, though, too.
I agree. Especially once you have the
With all the,
glowstone,
like,
because when I came in
bioluminescent-
first, it was just pitch black.
Yeah.
And something was moving in the distance, and I was like, Alright, what I want to do right now is see how Hummel fares against these guys. Like, see if these enemies were designed for
Well,
Hummel.
because these are level 18, so they shouldn't be too terrible.
They shouldn't be that bad now.
Yeah.
But I was wondering if you were supposed to avoid them early on and wait until you got Hummel. Because they were just kicking...
No, you do get someone
still
else that
paralyze you.
really, like,
Devours these.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Like, they can one-hit you.
Oh shit, nice. Well, I mean, hopefully. They are level 18. Unless there's like stronger variants later on. Please don't say that.
You know,
I'd rather other enemies.
I don't remember.
I'd rather other annoying
know
enemies.
most-
I don't ever want to see
I
these
know
things give me
most of
trouble again.
most of the areas, like, keep the enemies in that area.
Okay.
But there might be, like, one similar.
Hey, let's build a bolt. Here you go. Latika resin.
Hey, man, thanks.
Hey.
Rude.
I say I resemble that remark.
Resemble. I look a little bit like that remark.
Oh, are we gonna legit build the boat?
Yeah.
All right then. So shake the Wiimote.
I know.
There's a lot of games
Oh
like that
my
where it's just
God.
like hammer with the Wiimote, saw with the Wiimote.
I just, like, I don't know.
Now buffer.
Because it was
Good.
like, my sister had a Wii, and she bought Zumba.
Uh-huh.
And, like, I would go over to her house and we would play Zumba.
Mm-hmm.
And I just hated the Wiimote because it just never registered what you were doing. Like, I just didn't like it.
So it's all about setup. You have to have the proper setup for the sensor bar and stuff like that. And for the most part, it helps, but some games just weren't programmed properly.
Yeah.
My favorite game that uses the Wii motion controls is actually a game called Zack and Wiki, The Quest for Barbaros Treasure.
Okay.
It is a point-and-click adventure game where you solve puzzles, so it's just like, saw the tree down to get the centipede hanging in the tree. Start a fire. play the flute to uncover secrets. So, like, there's a lot of things, and there's one where it's just like, shake the monkey's tail. And I'm like, uh-oh.
Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
Yeah, that's what the kids are calling it. I was just like, oh,
She's small,
Nintendo.
but she's seaworthy.
Nintendo, you didn't think this through.
They're like, or did we?
So there we go. We have our boat. I got leather gloves.
Oh, yeah.
We did it!
Alright, so I think that's all of the quests that I can do right now.
I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts.
Diddly diddly.
There they are, standing in a row.
Dum dum dum. Poor
Big
Loxia,
ones,
she's been
small
snubbed this
ones.
whole episode.
Hey, she can sit in the back.
That attitude gets you out of the main party. Hummel doesn't like you. Huh. Wait. How do I equip?
You can only have one at a time.
Yeah, but where is it? Oh, there it is. For some reason, I thought it would be the same as like the grip gloves.
No, because I think your grip gloves are a different type.
A different type of tool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
All right. More progress on the map.
Please take this.
Gauntlets.
Get rid of them lever. I feel like Dogi's like, way to show me up, Cap. Like, thanks a lot, bro.
It's okay. We'll give the leather gloves to Hummel, and Adol will wear the gauntlets.
It's just fine.
Doug will be like, hand me downs.
Thanks to show me up.
Hummel's like, I got these leather gloves, and Dogi's like, I gave those to Adol, but fuck me, I guess. Okay. Can we do a little
can I
bit
help you
more? I guess later on she'll get more
Leave it to
armor,
me.
because right now I can only do
Alright,
chainmail and riveted leather. Yeah, nothing I need
Leave
there.
it to me.
Okay.
It's complete.
Get
That it?
ourselves all prepped up, and then head back to the Eroded Valley. Chicka-cha-chung.
What do you want to enhance?
Can I fortify my village?
All right, I got
Yeah, you can.
Alright, increase the barricades.
All right, it's done. All right, I got it.
And let's do it again.
All right, it's done.
Cool.
I've become
Lures.
slightly
Ooh.
obsessed with Ys 9 of like making sure my barricades and my lures and all my shit is up to date.
Yeah, you did a recent session of Ys 9 where you were like, had to destroy all these crystals.
Yeah.
It was crazy. You had
Yeah.
like demonic pinwheels coming after you and shit.
Yeah, it was those ones like I do really enjoy it,
Yeah?
but they are stressful. Because it's like you have I think like 110 that you have to destroy. You don't know where any of them are and you have to fight monsters.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to do it in under 5 minutes.
Yeah, whereas in Ys 8, it's the raids are just kill enemies and make
Yeah.
sure they don't take down your defenses.
Now you do have other types of they're not called raids, they're called hunts.
Ah.
So you will have hunts later on.
Okay. Are they timed?
I think so.
Ooh. A time limit? Must there be a time
What
limit?
what I like though is there's always like even though there's a time limit in 9, they do have like little hourglasses that add time.
Yeah, that was cool. Made things a bit more fair.
So like unfortunately those ones are on a crystal, but it doesn't count as taking a crystal when you get the time.
I gotcha. Well, similar to Alice and Darksiders and Golden Sun, Ys 9 will be on the roulette wheel once we finish Ys 8.
Yeah.
So it'll just be right on the wheel. So it shouldn't be too awful long till we get to 9. We shall see.
We're just gonna have a wheel full of sequels.
It's getting to that point. And then after Ys 9, Ys 10 will probably be out.
Yeah.
We'll be like, gentlemen, another round of Ys. Because I also have Ys Origin. That's a shorter one then. but it's also classic Ys.
See, I'm wondering how I would feel about classic Ys, or if, like, the newest generation of Ys is
Your sweet spot.
what I like.
Well, classic Ys is harder. And it has a lot more platforming.
Yeah, so I probably wouldn't like it as much.
Probably not, but it's still really damn cool.
Yeah.
In worst case scenario, the music's always going to. So there's always that. For now, continue shooting spiders. Tick, tick, boom.
He's like, it's dead in the water! It's not dead yet! I love that the bats wiggle before they attack.
Oh, yeah, they do.
I'm charging my laser. Charging my sonar beam.
Got some antidotes for the poison you just drank. Something's here. There's a treasure chest over here, but we'll come back to that.
Little tag butt. Okay, so I really like wholesome content, as we have discussed throughout this entire channel.
Yeah.
But I also like when there's like cheeky wholesome content. And
Okay.
there's one of this frog, and its little back legs are out, like it's being held, but it has butt cheeks.
Oh God.
It's so cute.
Is that what you mean by cheeky?
Yeah.
Like butt cheeks?
Well, cheeky is in like, it's not sexual.
Oh,
it's not
okay.
like, but
I thought
it's,
you were using a play on word.
I mean, kind of, a little bit.
Cheeky.
But it's also like, it's wholesome, but not, like it's not for everybody.
I got you.
Little butt cheek frog.
I did see the video of the bee playing
Oh
the
my-
magnolia.
I was like, I need a magnolia tree right now.
So right now we're just going through the earlier area. We got a shortcut here. Oh crap. No, I don't think Hummel can be blind because I gave him the crow amulet, which has a resistance against darkness. Gotta keep practicing my flash guards. I can't get the timing perfect on those. Oh god. When I want to do the flash guard, it doesn't really work. And sometimes it just hits and I'm just like, oh hey, I did a flash guard. So that's going to need a lot of practice. Ah, okay.
Yeah, it never occurred to me that frogs would have butt cheeks, but they do.
The more you know. Okay, watch this. See that big old Trollador in the background? Mm-hmm. I'm going right for him. Got him!
Explosion!
What a shot!
Yeah, I definitely think I underutilized Hummel.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love Hummel. Him and Sahad are going to be like my main characters for a bit.
Yeah, I
Manual.
use Sahad a lot. And then the other two that I used a lot, you actually don't have yet.
Okay. Coming soon to pay-per-view. Wild Appeal. Okay. Sahad learned the skill Wild Appeal. Okay, cool. Well, let's give him a new skill. Which one do we want to swap? Probably Great Ram. That one takes too long. Draw the enemy's attention with a feral taunt. Okay, cool. We better increase your defense, Sahad, so you can take those hits.
He said, hey there, Spidey, Spidey, Spidey.
With those defense stats, you feel Sahad's just like, come and get it! He got it! Oh, shit, 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 shit!
Poop runs away.
Yep. Oh, no! Oh, Ang Vito. on.
I don't think
Get
he.
that last
I don't
group
think he can jump high enough.
Yeah.
I think you need.
Blocks here?
Yeah.
Might have to. But wait.
I wonder if Adol could do it.
I wonder. Hang on.
You're just gonna shoot it out of the tree.
Styling and profiling. That wasn't flying, that was falling.
With
style. Nice.
I feel like Hummel's gonna offer everyone food, and they're just gonna be like, "No, thank you," and he's just gonna be like, "You can just pull the bullets out. It's fine."
I just imagine like they fell like one of the bewilder beasts, and it's just like, here's your piece, and there's like a big old hole in it. Just like, don't worry, I took out all the shrapnel. It's just like, I see that. You also took out half the meat.
Poor Hummel. He tries.
He's probably just like, come on, get your meat in. Well, there's a big old hole in it. Not my problem.
We're like, Hummel, it's your turn to get dinner. Okay. Where's the rest of it? It exploded.
Well, there's some over there, and some over there, and some fell right down there into the ocean. Nice. It flew right over it. That's the one bad thing about the
You
Gatling
can't
gun,
turn.
is that once you start firing, you gotta wait for it to
Yeah.
finish. So if an enemy gets behind you, I was like, fuck.
It's like, I can't turn. That's not safe.
It's like, hey, Adol, cover my back, please.
He just
Your back just got pecked twice.
Oh my god. What? Why can't I think of the movie where he has like the machine gun and he's just like shooting it into the.
Oh, shit.
They seem to be an
Recognize them, huh? If it weren't for the beasts, this place would be
Fireflies.
pretty nice.
Oh no, those are Spidey sacks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hopefully they're not hatching anytime soon.
You're in the spider's lair.
Oh, so we're really getting deep into the heart of the... Oh, boy. Oh, gee. I
Those are-
wonder what the boss is
Those are
going
the
to be.
bioluminescent egg sacs.
Oh, shit. Well, we're going to go back outside then, because fuck that.
I also, whenever I was playing, I thought the spiders were spraying their babies at you.
That's like a scary version of the kangaroo enemy that we've been...
Playing with.
Yeah, that idea that we've been playing with of the kangaroo that chucks the
Like,
Joey.
as funny as I think it would be for the Joey to be like, ha! Like, ready to fight, I think it would be just so much funnier if it was like, ah! Like, Mama, no!
Yeah, like, ah! And all they're doing is shooting little spores of darkness.
What are the little rodents called that will, like, throw their babies at a predator to get away?
I don't remember.
Caracas?
Maybe.
I thought that was hilarious.
It's up to you, Junior. I'm out of here.
They'd be
Ring
like,
2.
oh my god, a
Okay.
lion! So they'd just, like, throw their baby. I'm out of here. I'll make a new one later.
Oh my god. That's horrible. Alright, so we got a save crystal right up ahead with the thick webbing. So there's a boss coming up. I know what it is. Alright, we're gonna save this for the next episode.
Ooh.
Get my arachnophobia prepped.
Okay.
Deep breath. Alright, so in the next episode, we're gonna take on a boss and continue our adventure, Isle of Surin.
Toodle.